Hello and welcome to this tutorial on researching companies through My Impact. My name is Michelle Mortini and I'm a coach and training quality specialist for Impact Group. Whether you're researching to build a prospective list of employers or researching a specific company in preparation for an upcoming interview, the truth is that being a well-informed job seeker is critical to your transition success. In today's information age, job seekers have many options available to them to research, including subscription research databases like D&B Hoovers, but also free sources such as LinkedIn, internet search engines like Google or Bing, and our own job search engine. For today's demo, we're going to focus on D&B Hoovers. So let's go now to My Impact so that we can access the D&B Hoovers subscription database. I'm here now on the D&B Hoovers website, and to access this I simply clicked under Resources and Tools D&B Hoovers on the My Impact site. And we're going to start by conducting a search by industry. In this particular example, I'm going to assume that I'm a job seeker who's recently relocated to Dallas after going through a job transition. I'm looking for something in the banking industry somewhere in the greater Dallas-Fort Worth marketplace. And I know what I want to do, but I'm not entirely sure what companies I should be looking at. But I do know that I prefer companies that aren't too small, have established revenues, and that are within about 30 miles of my home zip code. So I'm going to start by clicking Search and Build a List. Once there, I can begin to fill in some blanks to help refine my search, starting with location. I know I want to work within a reasonable distance from my new residence, but I do have some flexibility, so I'm going to select U.S. metropolitan area. And to access that, I simply need to click on additional fields, and you can see it will come up. And for this example, I'm going to type in Dallas-Fort Worth, and you'll see that the site gives me that choice. And I'm going to click on it, and it'll be added to my filters. Then I want to go next to company size. So I'm just going to scroll down for that. And I can select a lot of different filters here. I can select amount of annual revenue, number of employees, or both. And when I click on additional fields, you'll notice that a wide variety of additional choices pop up. But for this search, I want to keep it fairly simple. So I'm going to indicate that I'm looking for companies with at least 500 employees and revenues at least 1 million and higher. And I need to click add for both of these to add them to my filter. From there, I'm ready to input my industry. So I'm simply going to scroll down, and in this case, it's banking. As you explore the industry classifications that are right for you, understand that the choices you enter, while they may be logical to us, it may not necessarily be how that particular industry classifies itself. So if you get a message indicating that there are no results, just try and think out of the box. Think about synonyms for your industry. And if that still doesn't work, consider changing the industry classification type by hitting the change link. From there, you'll get a drop down list of choices that will enable you to try other options to research your specific industry. But for this example, I'm satisfied with the D&B Hoovers classification list, so I'm just going to enter in banking as my industry, select it, and you'll notice it's been added to my filter. Now, if I only wanted to build this much, I could simply come here to the lower right corner and click View Results. Before I do that though, allow me to show you a few other refinements that you can input to help you tailor your results. Some of the additional refinements that you can add in would start with company type. From this section, you can select entity type, ownership status, diversity status, and more. In advanced financials, you could refine your selections by gross margin, total current assets, number of other financial indicators. Now, we're going to come back to conceptual search in a moment. Also, we're going to deal with business signals in a moment. But for now, let's just focus on a simple search, and I'm going to click View Results. From here, I get 45 results that I can download into an Excel spreadsheet so that I can organize and manipulate the data how I see fit. To download this into an Excel spreadsheet, simply click on Download, and the system will ask you to confirm the number of records you want. I recommend that you select all of them as long as it's only a list of at least a few hundred companies. Click Submit, and then once your download is complete, a message will appear at the bottom of your screen asking you if you'd like to open or save the download. I can also save this search so that I can return to it within the D&B Hoovers database again in the future. For now, I want to go back and edit my search to look at the additional features below. To do that, I simply click Edit in the upper left side of my screen, and when I do that, it takes me back to the filters that we saw before we ran the search originally. So we're going to focus first on running a conceptual search. So I'm just scrolling down to the keyword search section, and let's say that I'm looking to change industries and I have a passion for green or alternative energy sources. Now, while I may be able to look for that as an industry, chances are I'm not going to find green or alternative energy as its own industry classification, so I need to search for it in a different way. In this case, a conceptual search is exactly what I need. I simply navigate down to the keyword field and enter in green energy or alternative energy. And you'll notice that I've entered this in a really specific way by putting the phrases green energy and alternative energy in quotations. I've asked the database to search for exactly those phrases. Also, by putting or in all caps in between those phrases, I've given the system two choices to search for. Now, if you're new to searching for things in this way, congratulations, you've just run your first Boolean style search. You'll notice in the upper left corner that the number of results change as we enter in filters. And that's a great indication that we're keeping our search in the Goldilocks zone. Not too small, not too big. To view these results and download into a list, we simply click View Results. But before we go too far into these results, I want to go back and explore the business signal section. Let's say that I'm interested in exploring completely new industries, but I don't know what I want to do. All I know is that I want to work for a company that's in growth mode. So if that's my key need, then I can navigate down to the growth section under business signals and hit my specific growth indicators. Now, it's important to remember that the more filters you put into a search, the smaller your list will be. And with all the databases out there in the world, these tools are only as good as the information reported to them by the companies in a marketplace. So I'd encourage you to cast a fairly wide net as you begin to search. You can always refine more as you go, but don't refine too much as you get started. For this section, let's keep it fairly simple and simply look for companies within the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex who have reported that they're going to be opening up new facilities. So I'm going to simply click on Growth, and I can scroll down under Opening New Facilities and click Yes. Now, while I'm sure there are more than 148 companies in this large metropolitan area that are opening new or additional sites, I can trust that these companies have reported that it's in their plan to do so. Much like before, I simply click on View Results once I've added all the refinements that I want, and the database will pull my list of 148 companies in a variety of industries who do business in the DFW Metroplex and have reported that they're opening new or additional sites. If this list was too large for me, I could simply click on Add Additional Criteria or Edit the Criteria, and then it would take me back to my original search page, and I can add additional refinements at that point. What about for those of you who are in IT? You can also build a list based on what technologies are in use. By navigating to company type and clicking on information technology, you can add in specific technology products. For example, if you're a super user in SAP who also knows Visio, I can build a list of companies that report that they're using these technology products. Then this information can help me tailor my outreach to ensure that I include these two skills and any others that are appropriate in my outreach letter, my resume, my email. This is powerful information. You can also select to receive this information about any given organization in a single comprehensive report. Simply click One Stop Report, select the available fields that you want, and for example, I'm going to just hit Select All and bring all of these over. Then I can navigate down to the lower right-hand corner and select Done. The system will let me know once my report is complete, and then once it is available as a PDF, I can save it to my computer and review this comprehensive information anytime that I want. Again, this is great information to review as you're determining whether you want to target a company or as you prepare for interviews. Thank you for listening to this tutorial of Impact Group's D&B Hoovers Research Database. If you're ready to take your research to the next level, check out webinars on My Impact, including Network Your Way into Target Employers, so that you can move your career forward. Take care.